Good day, this is Global Watch on your digital First Pan-African News Network, TOS TV. I am Abigail OKUNADE. At least 10 rockets landed on Wednesday at Iraq's Ain al-Sadr air base that hosts United States coalition and Iraqi forces, the Iraqi military said. It was the second rocket attack in Iraq this month and came 2 days before Pope Francis is due to visit the country. The attack caused no significant losses, Iraqi military said. A Baghdad Operations Command Office said that about 13 rockets were launched from a location about 8 kilometers from the base, which is in western Anbar province. Another Iraqi security source said a government official said the rockets were launched from Badr area west of Baghdadi city. U.S. coalition spokesman Colonel Wayne Maroto said on Twitter that the rockets targeted the base at 7:30 a.m. Iraqi time on Wednesday. He also said the Iraqi security forces were leading an investigation into the attack on the base. Still on Iraq, Pope Francis said on Wednesday he's going to Iraq, where his predecessor John Paul was not allowed to go in 2000 because the people cannot be let down for a second time, he said. Speaking at the end of his general audience, Francis, who is due to start the risky trip in Baghdad on Friday, asked for prayers so that the visit can take place in the best possible way and bring about the desired fruits. He made no mention of the deteriorating security situation in Iraq, where earlier on Wednesday at least 10 rockets landed on an airbase that hosts United States coalition and Iraqi forces. About 10,000 security forces will be deployed to protect the Pope. The number of people who will be able to see him has been severely limited because of coronavirus restrictions. The Kremlin on Wednesday played dope the impact of sanctions imposed by the United States and the European Union over Moscow's treatment of opposition politicians Alexei Navalny, but said it will retaliate with reciprocal measures. The United States on Tuesday imposed sanctions against 7 senior Russian officials and on 14 entities to punish. They said it is for what it described as Moscow's attempt to poison Navalny with a nerve agent last year. The Kremlin has denied any role in his illness and said it has seen no proof he was poisoned. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said Moscow will hit back in a way that will serve its interests. However, Peskov said the United sanctions will have no effect on the senior officials targeted because they are not allowed to travel outside Russia or own property abroad or hold foreign bank accounts anyway because of the sensitivity of their positions. Regardless of their impact, Peskov said that the sanctions will have a destructive effect on Russia's relationship with the United States and the European Union. Maria Zakharova, a spokeswoman for Russia's foreign ministry, said late on Tuesday that the sanctions amounted to interference in Russia's internal affairs and that Moscow will retaliate, but not necessarily symmetrically. Developments on COVID-19 after the break. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. The United States will have enough coronavirus vaccines for every adult by the end of May, President Joe Biden has said. This will be 2 months earlier than previously expected, but Biden said the people are not convinced about it, and he wants people to stay vigilant with new variants, a major concern. However, his caution is at odds with some states who are already relaxing restrictions in order to boost their economies. Although there has been a sharp fall of 68,000 confirmed cases a day since the start of the year, the drop has leveled off over the past week, fueling fears of another wave. More than 76 million vaccination doses have been administered, covering 15.3% of the population. Some 1.74 million doses are being administered every day. The president said that drug maker Merck and would now be helping Johnson & Johnson to produce its newly approved one-shot drug, but he also acknowledged that supply was only one issue, with the nation needing to extend its vaccination drive and convince people to take the shots. Still on COVID-19 vaccination, County star Dolly Parton has been given a COVID-19 vaccine dose after urging others to follow her example by reimagining one of her hit songs, Jolene. Parton, 75, sang an adapted version of Jolene before receiving the shot at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in Nashville, Tennessee on Tuesday.
that I'm going to get my Moderna shot today. And I wanted to tell everybody, I think you should get out there and do it too. I even changed one of my songs to fit the occasion, the vaccine. I think we all want to get back to normal, whatever that is, to be a normal. So I just want to say to all of you cowards out there, I'm going to mask up first though, because I have a pretty good distance between me and the camera. So I'm going to try to put this on.
She was injected with the Moderna vaccine, which she was credited with helping fund after donating $1 million to Vanderbilt University Medical Center. Just before the doctor arrived to inoculate her, she doubled down on her message saying, and I quote, "I know I'm trying to be funny now, but I'm dead serious about the vaccine," she said. "I think we all want to get back to normal, whatever that is, and that would be a great shot in the arm, wouldn't it? Get out there and get your shot," she said, end of quote. The 95 singer is the latest star to promote coronavirus vaccination. A coronavirus testing center in the Netherlands was intentionally targeted, Dutch police said, after an explosion at the site. The blast in Van der Kaspel, a northern town, on Wednesday shattered windows but caused no injuries, police from the province of North Holland said in a statement. An explosive team was on site to examine the device, police in North Holland province said. The metal remains of the explosives were found in front of the building and must have been placed there, police spokesman said. Wednesday morning test appointments were cancelled, according to Netherlands public broadcaster. The region around Boven-Casper is currently suffering one of Netherlands' worst COVID-19 outbreaks, with 181 cases per 100,000 inhabitants, compared with around 27 per 100,000 nationality. You are watching Global Watch on your digital First Pan-African News Network, TOS TV. Up next, Australia Attorney General denies rape claim after the break. Thank you for staying tuned. Australia Attorney General Christian Porter, the country's chief law officer, identified himself on Wednesday as the subject of a historical rape allegation in 1988, declaring his innocence and strongly denying the claim.
I can say categorically that what has been put in various forms in allegations simply did not happen. I did not sleep with the victim. We didn't have anything of that nature happen between us. I don't know. I don't know what her circumstances were. I don't know. I have been subject to the most wild, intense, unrestrained series of accusations that I can remember in modern Australian politics.
On Tuesday, police in New South Wales stated where the alleged assault occurred, said there was insufficient evidence to investigate the claim and close the matter. Police had said the allegation could not be investigated because the alleged victim did not make a formal statement to them, detailing her account before she committed suicide last year. Seeking to end swirling speculation about the identity of the unnamed cabinet minister since the allegation was first reported last week, an emotional Porter said he was the subject of the claim. He said the incident had never happened, and he said he had not had a sexual relationship with the woman involved. Porter said all he knew about the allegation was what he had read in the media, but the details of the claim had never been put to him. He said he would not resign his ministerial position, but would take leave for a couple of weeks to assess and hopefully improve his mental health. The Islamic State has claimed responsibility for an attack that killed 3 female media workers in eastern Afghanistan on Tuesday. The military group, which has a presence in Afghanistan, said its fighters had targeted the 3 female employees of a television station in the eastern city of Jalalabad on Tuesday evening, according to Site Intelligence Group. The women who worked for local broadcaster Enikas TV were aged between 18 and 20 and were shot on their way home from work, according to Afghan officials. Their burials took place on Wednesday after prayer ceremonies, according to a provincial council member, while a 4th woman wounded in the attack was admitted to hospital in a critical condition, according to hospital officials. Afghanistan's President Ashraf Ghani condemned the attack, which local police initially blamed on the insurgent Taliban, who denied any involvement. And on cybercrime, tech giant Microsoft has blamed a Chinese cyber espionage group for attacks on its mail server software. They said the hackers belonged to a state-backed group, which was a highly skilled and sophisticated actor. Microsoft's Threat Intelligence Center attributed the attacks with high confidence to Hafnium, a group accessed to state-sponsored and operating out of China. It based its conclusions on observed victimology, tactics, and procedures. This is the 8th time in the past 12 months that Microsoft has publicly accused nation-state groups targeting the institutions critical to civil society. Although Hafnium is based in China, it conducts its operations primarily from leased virtual private servers in the US, Microsoft said. Separately, Microsoft said it had observed Hafnium interacting with users of its Office 365 suite. Microsoft said the attack was in no way related to the SolarWinds attack, which hit US government agencies late last year. The company had released software updates aimed at addressing the vulnerabilities in its software. And that is Global Watch on your digital First Pan-African News Network, TOS TV. For more updates, do visit our website at www.tostvnetwork.com. Do follow and like TOS TV Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. I am Abigail OKUNADE. Remain safe.